welcome to today's video tutorial on the Tunisian Arrowhead Stitch. We're going to be going through how to make this lovely pattern. Now, I've used variations of this in quite a few of my patterns. You'll see my coalescing shawl here where I've actually done it with the Tunisian knit stitch, so it gives it a kind of different appearance. But we're going to be going over how to do the basic Tunisian Arrowhead Stitch right now. So to begin, I have some yarn and I'm using fingering weight yarn and a 6mm hook. Now I'm doing this because it's going to make it easier for you guys to see, but you can use a smaller hook or use whatever the hook the pattern calls for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make my slip knot. And then I'm going to make a chain. Now we're going to make a chain of 20, and for the arrowhead stitch, you're going to want to do multiples of 2 always. Let's just go ahead and speed this part up a little bit. $19.20. Then we're going to turn our work, and I like to work in the back bumps. I just think it makes a cleaner look, but you don't have to do that, especially in the beginning. And this first loop is going to count for this first chain, so we're going to skip that chain. And in the second chain from the hook, I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop just like that. So I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and this is our foundation row, and this is almost the same for every single crochet pattern you're going to do. We usually always start with the foundation row, and this is going to give us that nice start to our pattern. So I'm going to go all the way to the end, and then I'll meet you back and show you how we do our return pass. Okay, here I am. I've got 20 loops on my hook, and I'm going to do a standard return pass. Now for this pattern, you will always do a standard return pass. So I'm going to yarn over, pull through 1, then yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and I'm going to do this till we get all the way to the back, and I have 1 loop remaining on my hook. So I'll get there, and then I'll meet you back and show you the next steps. So here I am with my foundation row, and again I have 20 stitches, and this pattern is done in multiples of 2, and it's also a 2-row repeat. So let me show you what the first row looks like. We're going to go ahead and insert our hook as for a simple stitch, so that means we're going from right to left through that front vertical bar. Then we're going to do the same thing in the stitch right next to it. So we're doing what almost is like a decrease. We're going to yarn over and pull through both, just like that. Now we've decreased a stitch, so now we need to increase it, and we do that by yarning over. And this is a yarn over. We're bringing the hook towards us and the yarn towards the back, just like that. Then I'm going to just repeat that. So a simple stitch, 2 together, and then I'm going to yarn over, a simple stitch, 2 together, I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to keep doing this until the end. So 2 together, yarn over, 2 together, yarn over, and I'm going to keep working on this. And one of the things to remember is that when you get to that last stitch is to remember to do that yarn over, because that can be where we forget sometimes. So here's my last 2, a simple stitch, 2 together, yarn over, and then we're going to work that last Tunisian stitch. And we do that, I like to turn my work towards me, and usually the first row is a little bit tricky, but we're going to go into both of those vertical bars on the side, yarn over, pull through, and then I'm just going to do my standard return pass. So pull through 1, pull through 2. I'm going to do this all the way, then I'll meet you back when I have 1 loop on my hook to show you the second row repeat. Okay, I'm back. I have my first row done, and you can already see this beautiful lacy texture appearing. So let's talk about our second row repeat. In this one, we're going to be doing 2 different stitches. We're going to do the simple stitch. So we're going to go again in from right to left, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then we're going to work into this space. And you can see the 2 parts that make up that yarn over right here. You can see one of it going up here and the other part coming down here. So what we're going to be doing is, because that yarn over is considered a stitch, we're going to go ahead and insert our hook into there, yarn over and pull up a loop, and we're going to call that a Tunisian knit stitch. Now some people will call it a full stitch, and really there's no right or wrong way. It's whatever you feel comfortable with, as long as you're doing the stitch the right way. So we're going to do our simple stitch, and then our knit stitch, our simple stitch, and then again, because we're inserting into the yarn over, we're going to do our knit stitch, simple, knit, simple, knit. I'm going to do this all the way to the end. So to do that, then I'll meet you back and we'll go through the next 2 rows just to kind of give you a hang of how to do the repeat. And remember that last Tunisian stitch, we're going to go through both vertical bars. Okay, we're back, and now we're going to do the same first row repeat. And again, we're going to do the same thing. It's going to look just slightly different because we have the knit stitches that were worked in there, but we're going to go into both of those first 2 stitches, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then we're going to yarn over. Again, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, just like that. So I'm going to keep working on this. Remember that when you do your last Tunisian simple stitch 2 together, that you need to remember that yarn over, get a little bit more yarn. So the last 2 together, yarn over, do your last Tunisian. Again, turn your work to the side, it'll help you see. Insert, pull through, and I'll come back and I'll show you how to do that last repeat. Okay, I'm back, and here we are. We're going to do our second row repeat. So it's going to be basically the same thing. We're going to go in for a simple stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, then we're going to do a knit stitch. Simple, and then again, we're going to go into that yarn over there, and simple. Knit stitch, simple stitch, knit, simple. So I'm going to keep working on this for a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and show you how we do the bind off, and then that'll basically be it for this pattern. So let me finish up and then I'll meet you back. So now let's talk about the bind off that we're going to be doing for the arrowhead stitch. So there's multiple ways to do it, and I'm going to show you the way that I like to do it. I like to make sure I'm ending on a second row repeat, and what I want to do is do the bind off in the same way that I did the second row, but just slip the loop onto the loop on the hook. And let me show you what that means. So for this stitch, we're doing a simple stitch. So I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, then I'm going to pull through that stitch right there. The next one was a knit stitch, so I'm going to go pull through there and then pull through that loop. So insert for a simple, pull through the loops on your hook, insert for a knit, pull through the loop on your hook, just like that. So you can see how simple this is, and I like doing it this way because you continue the pattern. Is it wrong for you to do it another way? No, not at all. If you end up on the second row repeat, you can just do a simple stitch bind off, but you can also do it this way if you want to end the pattern the same way that you've been working on it. So I'm going to keep going here, and we're going to get to our last Tunisian stitch, and I get asked this question a lot in my pattern test, is how do I do that final last Tunisian stitch? So I'm going to show you that right now. So my simple, my knit, my simple, my knit, and then I have my last Tunisian stitch. So I like to go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then I'll just pull through there, and then I'll fasten off this yarn right here. And that's it. That is how you do the Tunisian arrowhead stitch. Now, I hope you really like this video tutorial. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help to grow the channel, and please subscribe for more tips, more patterns, and to hang out with me. Thanks, and happy crocheting!